All right, we're on hole number 9 of the Southern Pines 9-hole cup, and I've been on fire a little bit. I eagled hole number 1, eagled hole number 7, and the goal here is to get an eagle on this hole and end up with a minus 14. So minus 12 in my mind is the minimum score that you should be shooting. Especially, like if you get these holes in another tournament, minus 12 is the minimum. That's what your goal is, and then anything above that is a bonus. So, thinking of this as playing just a regular full tournament, I have to get this shot. I have to get this eagle. It's super, super vital. Plus, you don't know people coming up from below. A lot of people still haven't played, so you can't go, oh, I'm in the lead, I just need to get a birdie and I'll be all right. You can't play that way. These brackets are super tight. You get somebody else who's on fire, and that really good score becomes not a really good score. So I play this hole with a power 5 ball, an extra mile, and a big dog, and I'm going to try and do a rough bump to get onto the green. Now, the first qualifying round, I messed up the rough bump and I ended up caught up in the rough. And then the second qualifying round, I came here and I didn't bring the right bag. I didn't have any bag set up, so I had to shoot the second shot with a Guardian, and I almost made it. I did a max overpower shot and almost made it onto the fairway right over here and would have had a shot at it, but no cigar. So this is definitely an eagleable hole, but you got to work. You got to work for it. I'm going to take this bag right here, and I'm going to take a power 5 ball. The question is, which power 5 ball am I taking? It's a grid on, it's a 1 side spin. We don't need a lot of side spin here. Wind resistance 2. That might be a good choice. I hate to break that up though. 10 balls is a key thing, because when you get into a tournament, if you play that ball every round, the qualifying round, the opening round, and the final round, you'll need 5 of those balls. So I don't really like using something like that where I only have, and I think this is the one right here. And I think that's the same. 215. 215. All right. So I'm going to take an autumn ball. Let's make sure one more time. Extra mile, big dog. Those should be the only 2 clubs that I need here. Open up our pin chest. I'm sure we've got another one hiding behind it. Well, we don't. All right, hole number 9. Here we go. Need an eagle. Need to get an eagle. No 2 ways about it. If we can get an opponent. And we did. Now, you can get in the same distance that I'm getting with this power 5 ball with a power 3 ball, but you'll have to do a max overpower shot. And the deal is that you're going to want to maximize that shot by moving to the left to give yourself, you can see where the fairway kind of curves as it goes through the sand there. It gives a little more distance. And you'll want to eke that ball up so that you can get the maximum amount of distance that you can get with that power 3 with the max overpower shot. And as much curl as you can to bring it back to the fairway. And you can get out there pretty far. And you can still get on. But it's much harder with a power 3 ball. So we're at 398. Our opponent's at 398. 400 is the minimum. And that shot right there is not... That right there was an awesome shot. The deal is that where you're going to get hurt is on the second. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of room here. I'm going to give myself 2 rings. I'm going to take the wind out. That's about a ring and a half. No overpower. Hitting it great on the inside. And right here, this bounce is the critical spot because it carries about a ring farther than what you think it's going to carry. So you want to make sure and give yourself a little bit of room. So we didn't get any more distance than our opponent. We played it safe and just laid it up, and we got as close down here to this as possible, so we shortened up this second shot. But right here is where a 3-power ball shows its weakness. Now, granted, our opponent has a Viper, which is not the club that they should have brought on this. If they have a level 10 Viper, they have a higher developed level Big Dog, probably at least level 6. And this would have been a much better shot for a Big Dog. And they wouldn't have been in too much, and they could have gotten on in 2 with the Big Dog, but it'll be very difficult. With a level 10 Viper. Okay, so here's our shot here. I don't need to do maximum, but I need to get up there. And make sure that I can bounce out of that. 3-2, it's about a ring and a half. And then just nice and easy. Isn't it perfect? What we're trying to do is just dribble out, just hit that. And on that, dribble out onto the fringe. I could have put maximum topspin on there, but maximum topspin would have ended me up down here in the rough. That's literally the difference. It would have ended me up down here in the rough, if not the sand. So, because right on the other side of the green, it starts to go downhill, or the flagpole. Right on the other side, it starts to go downhill. So, it's really difficult when you're coming in at the very end of your run to judge that distance, especially if you're doing a rough bump like that. And you can see where it goes down the hill, and then you're off and running. And it's still running, and it's still running, and it's still running. So if you hit it with any speed, it's very easy to end up off the back. So we do need to get in the hole. There's no doubt about that. All right. I hit perfect. Oh man, I missed that shot. I hit that shot so far great, I missed it. Oh, I can't believe that. My hand was shaking. I'm freezing. Oh, I am sick to my stomach right now. That was a perfect round, and I just blew it on the last freaking hole. Damn it. You gotta be kidding me. That really ticks me off. It's one thing when you make a mistake and you're trying to recover or something, but I set myself up perfect, and then to miss a shot like that, I've made that shot 1 billion times. Oh, I am, you cannot imagine how irritated I am right now. In my mind, a -14 would have been a perfect round. I wrote down on my little cheat sheet, -12 is the minimum, -14 is the goal. If we were shooting this in a tournament, I'd be wanting to get -28 would be my goal, to try and pick up 2 on each round. And to drop one like that right there, that is disgusting. So I shot this shot earlier, and I used my Guardian. This is not a Big Dog hole. It's about a ring and a half. A little bit of curl. Hit it great on the inside. Just snapping it off. And that's exactly what I was talking about right there. When you come at this hole, if you put curl on it, you can end up in that sand. Prime example. I'm still distraught about the whole. I just that was a perfect demo of that hole until that shot. It's nice and easy. That's the whole reason you bring a Power 5 ball there, is you can do it nice and easy. You can get it done with a Power 3. You got to work really hard. You can get it done with a Power 4. You got to work hard. You can get it done with a Power 5, and it's a lot easier. And to blow the chip shot from 5 feet away just is absolutely disgusting. All right. That was hole number 9 of the Southern Pines Cup. 9-hole cup. Now, minus 13 is probably still going to get me a win here, but the deal is that that's not the point. The point is that I dropped a shot that I should never have dropped. So let's see what you got to be. Let's look at the scores here. If you're on 6, you need to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You need to be 9, somewhere around 9 on 6 in order to get up there. So let's go back. See where our opponents are. They're on 9 on 7. Now they could still do that if they get the eagle on hole number 9. So this person, T-Queen's, got a run going. 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're shooting for a 12. This person could make it if they end up getting an eagle on the last hole. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're still shooting at 12. You'd have to pick one up on those last 3. See, that's what I'm talking about, is that there are people that can catch me now, and I do not have a very good qualifying round. So like this person shot a 9, I shot a 10. You need to be somewhere in the 9. There you go. They do not have it. So if you're on hole 5, they're not going to be able to do that. 5 after 4. They're on track for a 12. But that's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could pick one shot. They're going to have to pick up a couple shots. And there's a lot of people that haven't played, so we'll have to see where it comes up. But I'm 100% positive that a minus 14 would have outright won this, but a minus 13 is not. I'm not so positive about that. So we'll have to see how it comes out, and I will post where I ended up. But right now I'm in first, but I'm not happy about it at all. I'm not happy about that drop shot on hole number 9. That, in my mind, that was actually a perfect round. You know, these par 3s are not high percentage holes. They're not, real serious hole in one. So if you take 2, 4, and 8 out of the mix, really the only par 4 that I didn't grab was 5, and that drop shot is bad. All right, that was it. I will post a video tomorrow and let you know how I finished up. Thanks for watching.